Want to hear?
Yes.
Okay, today we have invited a very outstanding speaker. Let me introduce briefly about her before she came on the stage. Actually, she was graduated a diploma in electronic and electrical engineering from Singapore Polytechnics, and the close friend of her husband introduced the products because of her health problems. Then she realized that this business really can achieve what she wants in her life. Nowadays, she have a significant milestone, which is diamond. I would like to invite Diamond Miss Oh Soo-fin for her business sharing.
Thank you, Lei, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
My name is Siew. I'm glad that I was given this opportunity to come to the stage. So I would like to borrow your hand to thank my triple diamond, Mr. Siew. I believe that there is some newcomer here. So I would like to briefly introduce myself. All right. I joined Shampoo in 2005. I get to know Shampoo in 2005 till now. So it's about 9 years. And how I get to know this because of the wonderful products that Cecilia have shared. You know, she got so. I was always touched by her when she shared product. When she shared, you really want to try it. So likewise, mine is because I have allergy problems, all right. And when I take linzi, I take initially 2 linzi, 4 pollen, and after that gradually increase until 9 linzi, 18 pollens. For 9 months, my allergy actually disappeared. Okay, without taking any more medicines for 2 years. I took Western medicines for 2 years. So subsequently, my children bronchitis. My mother-in-law had weak heart, allergy, high blood pressure. My mother, high blood pressure. So all are sick people, family around me, but all are actually improved because of linzi. So that doesn't mean I want to do this business, right? Actually, I have a turning point of my life when in 2005, there's a restructuring in my company. So one of my good friends, actually she was retrenched. And the reason for retrench was she was like 55 years old. So that is actually a wake-up call for me, you know, because my 55 will come. So will I be the same stage as her? That I don't want. I want to control my life. That's where I came to look into this business. So, of course, there will be a lot of high and lows, right? There will be a lot of rejection, especially when we talk about MLM. So, in Singapore, normally when you share products, it's okay. But when they know that it's MLM, when they ask you about MLM, then they'll say, the one. This is something that I think a lot of us experience. So how are we going to encounter it? Actually, for me, when they ask me like that, I ask them, MLM, what's the problem? So they will say, no, it's called business, right?
Yes.
It's in a way, it's like a dirty word, right? MLM is a dirty word. Do you think it is a dirty word?
No.
No, because you all are distributors. But the most important is you need to choose a good company, a good product, right? And the most important, if let's say you choose the wrong one, it will make your life miserable. But if you choose a good one, it will make your life meaningful. Just like Jenny, Cecilia, it changed their life. So as me, it changed my life too. So today, I would like to share with you some things more deep in what is a real MLM, right? Okay. Basically, business model, the understanding of MLM business. If somebody asks you to fork out huge amount of money, I don't think this is an MLM. Okay, because you see, our member fees, as Cecilia had mentioned, is how much for Singapore? $20. So for others, if let's say they say, okay, you must invest 1,000, 2,000, or even in return you have products. Okay, I think high you give high capitals, maybe you will have high return, yes, but at the end of the day, you might not get the results that you want. Okay, the most important is what is the difference? MLM is actually a very, very genuine business, and especially for stronghold. I won't talk about others like what is their difference, but I want to talk about stronghold because I'm in this business. Okay, then stronghold company and ourselves, what is the relationship? What do you think? Stronghold company, our boss. Who is our boss? We ourselves, right?
Yeah.
The most important is stronghold and ourselves is partnership. We partner each other and we are good partners. Okay, you see, for stronghold, actually just now Janice also mentioned about the Taiwan. We have the R&D, we have our own farm, own factory, all this. They are in charge. The logistic, who calculate all the money to income every month to your bank account? Who is the one? Are we the one? No, right, Stronghold. Yeah. So all these are taken care by Stronghold. We don't need to worry. Even the product, whether they have stock or not, or they have warehouse to put in, it's not our pasar. Okay? It's not our problem. It's all Stronghold. But ours is sales and marketing. So this is very important. Our role is actually direct selling. Direct selling is can be, you can do a simple, adjust the product, you just sell your friend. This is called direct selling. Okay, or you can do bulk. All right, it's like you can become a wholesaler yourself to distribute the products, or even if you have friends who are leaders. Okay, they know how to do the business already, they can do the same thing as you. Okay, and the most important, the other one is the business development. Okay, this is very different, and I'm very blessed that we are here. Because in some company, they will actually, if you want to set up company in other country, you have to do your own arrangement. But in Stronghold, let's say Myanmar. Initially, I believe I heard that Myanmar is not the after Indonesia, the next country is another country. But because of the enthusiastic, the spirit by Myanmarese, so Stronghold decided to go into Myanmar. And are we the one who opened the office there? No. Actually, we don't liaise with, in a country, if you want to go overseas, open business in overseas, there are a lot of things to handle. Tradition is one thing already. Law is another thing, right? But for us, we don't need to worry at all. We just, okay, there is a ceremony there, okay, open already, there's the office there, we can go and share. So it's so different. And do we need to put up any capital? No. So, you see, start this business at low capital, only $20, and you gain substantial profit. What are the profits? It's actually this 44.8%. So, it's very transparent in our network, in our marketing plan. 44%, which means, that means you buy a bottle of lazy example, 44.8% will be distributed to the distributor, okay, of your line, okay. No matter what, this will be given. So whoever, that means if you have a gold diamond or whatever, if you are a diamond, then the net difference will be the gold diamond. That is the difference. So it's like 44% the company will just give already. They don't care how is the distribution. It's for us to grab it. So the business can be very small, a Japanese business. That means you only earn performance bonus. You can also earn all the leadership up to gold diamond. It's up to you. So this is the scalability business, all right? And okay, so it's also that we can participate in the business developments extended to international. So now, our internationally, we can go to Myanmar, Indonesia, Brunei, Malaysia, and Singapore. So these are all the local. It's like a local. You can sponsor, but you don't need to for other things. It's a very miracle, and I didn't expect myself to travel so many countries. Recently, one of my friends, I talk, I mean, long time never see already, but I just asked her, how are you? You know what she told me? I saw your Facebook. Wow, every month you travel. I travel to Indonesia, Myanmar, we go KL Valley. Yeah, all the photos are put up. And they said, wow, you really lead a wonderful life. Yeah. So that's why all this actually was given by Shoppo. Okay? Okay, then the other one I would like to share is the returns investment. A lot of people say ROI, return of investment, okay, a return of your money. And in my husband actually shared with friends about our Shoppo business. Then this friend said, no, I think another investment is very good. Investment gold. Then my husband told him, actually, investment gold, you need capital. Do we have, is it for ordinary people to invest gold? I mean, if we want to invest, maybe we have to really save. But the other thing is that I'm a low risker. If it drop or I don't know how is the thing, but anyway, if it's a risk, that means I lost, I will be very painful, you know. I cannot. Because all this money is hard-earned money, and I have to save it for my future, for my children. So if it's lost, I don't think I dare to do this. But so my husband told him, actually, I also do investment. I invest in time, just like Jenny said. Everybody has the same time, 24 hours. So we invest time. Okay, let's see some scenario. Okay, how many people are working? Still working? Okay, all right. So assumptions on your current employment. Assume that you're 35 years old. Okay, I'm actually more than that, but people say I'm 35. Okay. Anyway, work. If you are working, actually I think per week most of us is working about 40 hours now, right? Okay, and a year we have 52, but 2 weeks we take a break lah. Okay, 14 days of vacation. So we have 40 times 50. We will have 2,000 hours per year. Okay, and assume like your salary is about 4,000. And normally in Singapore we have AWS, which is the 13th month. Okay, so in this case it's 52K. All right. So how much do you get per hour? Is 52K divided by 2,000 hours, you get 26 per hour. Okay? Which means if you work 8 hours, then you 26 multiplied by 8, 100 plus. Okay? This is work. It's a linear one. If you work, if you really exit this, then no pay, right? Okay. For assuming, let's say you do short home. Normally we'll say that you work hard. Real hard, not today I feel not working, I don't feel like working, I don't do no. Full force in short home. Okay. After 5 years you are a diamond, you achieve the diamond. You work 20 hours per week because I believe a lot of us is still part-time. So we work only 20 hours per week. 50 weeks per year. 2 weeks vacation also because we also go for our overseas trip 1 week already. Then the other week go with your family member Okay? And we work for 5 years. Assuming this first to 5 years you don't have any income, which is not possible. Okay? But we are talking about after 5 years. Alright? Your income is 10,000. Okay? Okay, sorry, for the 5 years, that means you work 5,000 hours. in Shampoo, and your income is 10,000 per month for a diamond, okay? After 5 years, and enjoy 20 years. This 20 years means that your network is very stable already. Okay? It's a lot of income later I will share. But the total it will be 2.4 mil. Which means income per hour is 2.4 mil divided by 5,000 hours is 480 per hour. Which one is better? And the most beautiful part is because we are talking about 5 years we working in as a diamond, right? But just imagine in this case 480 hours per hour, it means you are sitting here, you are earning money, you know. Because it's paid forward. So you are earning this 480 per hour. We are sitting here 2 hours at 960. So this is some of the things that you can share with. It's a true fact that people don't know actually. Network marketing MLM is really a very big business. They didn't actually realize because a lot of people if they tell you MLM I don't want maybe some they don't really understand but you still have opportunity. If they say MLM is good that means they are MLM already. Right? Okay, another slide I would like to share. Just like Janice was saying, she was working. So I want to share something about employment, conventional business. Cecilia just now shared about conventional business. It's a very traditional business, step by step, law by law, like now open shop, all this one. Okay, and the other one is our shop business. Just imagine, imagine your income is example 3 to 7K per month for employment. For your conventional business, it's really unpredictable. Because I believe in, I remember Ang-Mo-Kio. I stayed in Ang-Mo-Kio earlier. You know, during the New Year, got a lot of bak kwa. Yeah, pork slice, all this, right? This shop only open, they open over the months, yes. But no business over the years, the months one, only Chinese New Year. A lot of people order. So actually their revenue, their profit is only on the New Year. They can withstand the whole year. So this income is actually really unpredictable. A lot of conventional business, they really depends on occasion. Christmas, New Year, or even some other like Hari Raya, all this. Yeah. So it's really very stressful. I think for myself, I feel it's very stressful. And for Shoppo, after diamond, you greater than 10K. Okay? How about the time? Employment is very time poor. Time poor as in what? Your hours are being long. Okay? Beside 8 hours, normal working is 8 hours, right? Or some even 12 hours. Beside I would say 8 hours, and then you need to travel. Travels, I think take about 1 hour each. So it's about 10 hours already. Yeah. So after that, you are too tired to do a lot of things. So the time is really very poor in employment. Conventional business, you may have flexible. Maybe if you are the boss, you can open your shop anytime, right? But very limited. Okay? Because if you don't open the shop, then you got no money. Okay? And for Shampoo, you have more free time. We always talk about freedom, time freedom. Okay? And in health, employment, maybe better. These few weeks I've been hearing a lot of my friends, be it working as colleagues, be it some other friends, a lot of them are having health problems. Yeah. They have been working, slogging for so many years, but at the end of the day, their health was being neglected. Okay? And conventional business, the health also. I got this friend who is a hairdresser at home. She was very busy because conventional business, she was the one who do all the, the cutting of hair, the perming, all this, everything. She has gastric problem. So if she has gastric problem, do you think that she can stop work? She can't. She got appointment, she had to continue and standing, And the other thing, she had allergy, especially the chemicals that she, the dyeing hair, all this for chemical. So her hair was all rotten, So, but she got no choice in order to earn a living. So the health was really very seriously neglected. Okay? In Shanghai, we emphasize on health because we are in this industry land. If we are good bad health, how I don't think we have the strength to tell people. Yeah, true. Okay, how about the stress level? Employment high. I think stress this matter of stress, it really depends on individuals. Some people can actually handle a lot of stress. One of my last time my senior director, when she told us nothing to worry about. When I sleep, I close my battery, I sleep already. So when she wake up, she open the battery and work again. So it really depends on the stress. But I believe that when we cannot handle the things that we normally do, alright, then stress comes in. So for conventional business, very stressed. Because no profit, you'll be very stressed. And there are a lot of other things like overheads, all the bills, all this that we need to pay. Okay? And Shoppo, low stress, have peace of mind. Because the most important is we are sharing good product. If people don't want, it's up to them. It's not for us to decide. The result is not us, but the action is us. It's important. Okay? So for me, actually, when we share, especially cancer patients, when we share, and then after that, they say they have to think about it. At home, I just sleep already because it's not for me to decide what. It's for her to go and calculate or whatever, or whether to decide whether want to take or not. So it's really a peace of mind. Okay? How about the quality life? It concerns around work. And the conventional business is also concerned around work. I fully agree this. Last time when I was working in my corporate company for 15 years, every time I was so stressed, I was so unhappy about the work. I talked to my husband, then after that, he don't understand. Because difficult to understand also, because it's like within our work, he don't understand what I'm doing because I'm doing some accounting all that. And he's engineering, I'm engineering background, but at the end of the day, I'm doing accounting. He was thinking, don't understand what you're talking, but he knows that I'm upset, but cannot console. So it's really very difficult. Sometimes we can't actually talk much about this. So we can only center with work. That means we can only suffer alone. But in Shanghai, nowadays, I think we sit in the car, talk, a lot of cases to talk. So, and the other thing is, it's really live with a well-balanced life because they are actually focusing on helping others. It's really different. Okay, family, friendship, family. So limited communication. The conventional also because no time, and Shanghai is strong and closer bonding. Okay. The personal growth, very difficult. Last time, I remember when I was in my corporate, my boss want to, in the meeting, I try to sit at the corner. I don't like to, to be the one who speak or, I feel that, I mean, I'm a very inferior. Can you all say that I'm very inferior? I'm not outspoken. I'm not. I don't like to deal with people. So, but in Singapore, you have to change in order to, in order to do this business. And my upline last time, I told my upline, hey, if you want me to stand up, you must give me 1 month advance notice, Otherwise, I can't perform. Yeah, but slowly. Nowadays, now I only prepare 2 days. I prepare already. So it's really a change. And last time, if you want me to stand up, I don't think I can stand up. Yeah. So it's really a performance, it's a personal growth, growing to be better. Okay? More wholesome leader. It's a all-round leader. And passive income. Employment is the earned income. You work, you got money. You don't work, you don't have money. What is passive income? It means even if you don't work, the money is still there. All right. And conventional business, it depends. Unless your business is very big, okay. Strong home, yes, the passive income. Perpetuity, employment and conventional. You can't make us your son, even though he's a degree of the same field, to replace even if you are a VP. You can't do that. He has to climb the corporate ladder step by step. So it's unable to, take over the role. But in Shoppo, actually, we can really pass down to our next generation. Doesn't mean that they pass down the titles, no, it's the income. Because it's a passive income. You can decide who you want to give to. So this is this slide I like it very much because it really let people have a full view, because sometimes we work too hard, we have no time to think what we want in life. We just work, but at the end of the day, when we knock on something, but there is sometimes that most of the time is bad one, then we start to realize, actually we drop, we slog for so many years already, and then you get nothing. So I really glad that all of you here really have a chance to, you really have to thank those people who invite you to come here. Yeah, because it's really an opportunity, okay, to grab. So, retirement. How much do you need for retirement? In nowadays, got a lot of pioneer generation. Today I just show my mom the Hokkien style language, the Teochew language, and the Cantonese language. They laugh until so much fun. But the most important is retirement. Do we really want to depend on all those little money from government? Do we really want? Because after retirement, actually, I know I'm not too sure. I'm not at that stage yet. But the problem is that I think the retirement, the amount that you can get from your CPF is very minimal. I think a few $100 can survive in this era. Difficult, So you imagine, okay, just imagine we our life make it very, very simple. We put it like we want every day we eat porridge, we cook ourselves, we eat salted egg, chai ball, maybe this type of thing. I think still can survive. Really, if food actually one of my just like talk for a while. One of my Indonesian friend, when she come to Singapore, she said, actually Singaporean will not be hungry one, because if you go to food court, you go one round, you don't mind the saliva or whatever. People will left behind the food one. So if you are really hungry, you don't want to fork up any money, you go there, you eat their balance, you will be full. Really. So, but do we want to do until this day? We don't want, right? So just imagine, we lead a very simple life. But you imagine our retirement income, we still need 700,000. How to get? Do investment, but nowadays very very bad. The investment for me low risk some more. How to do investment? Okay, for moderate, if your estimate, I think nowadays about 5,000 is okay. So you still need 1.91 million. This is not I don't anyhow write. I know this one is actually, you see, it's August 2009. There is this source, from Sunday Times. Yeah. So I don't worry. I worry, If I see this and I haven't gone into shopping business, I'm really very worried. How am I going to survive? Really. Okay. So these are some of the things that maybe we can share with our friend about retirement. Okay. How about this? Copycat marketing. Just now, Janice also talked about the exponential, right? You see, how to copycat your well to way to well by bird catchers. Okay, it's copycat marketing. Copycat means copy. Okay, copy means what? You leverage and duplicate. So the first, the truth well, agree about equal freedom. Okay, so freedom from what? From debt, from boss, from stress. So you are your own boss, not you working with boss. This is called true well. And the old system is for success is HRN, which means is hourly wage times the number of hours work equal your income. Yeah. So this is called time for money trap. Means you work, you have money, you don't work, you don't have money. Okay? New system. T times E squared exponential equal dollar is the power of leverage. So you invest your time wisely, okay? You multiply by the exponential growth equal your financial freedom. So linear growth is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, all the way. Okay, so it's limited, but exponential growth is explosive. So that is why you can see that it's really doable in Shanghai. We have seen so many successful cases, right? Okay, so which system do you want to copycat? The time for money trap or wealth creation? Which one do you want? The number 2 or number 3? The old system or new system? The new one, right? Okay. So wealth is having enough money and enough time to do what you want and when you want. Actually, the money, the time free, actually the financial freedom I would like to clarify is that it really depends on individual. Okay, it really depends on individual because it's if you feel that 10,000 is enough for you, then just be it. Shoppo can generate 10,000 income for you, then you can actually do whatever you want already. Even though you don't want to further your building your network, it's okay. But if people feel that, okay, I want 50,000, then you work harder and build bigger network. So it's flexible. Okay? This one. Just now, Janice mentions about 5 income. Okay. The most important, first we talk about this green line first. Green line. This is called linear income, which is we are working. Okay. It's okay if it's go up, you know. I remember my upline triple diamond Siew told me, he said that during the economic crisis, his pay was cut by 10%. 10% or 20%. So it's actually down. But for us, I think most of the time we will have increment. So it's considered a slow increase. But just imagine when you retire, your income is straight 0. Okay? Whereas for Shuanghu, initially you are earning income only. Maybe you are building your network, so you only have performance bonus, that is earned income. But as you are working hard and you have your leaders, you will start to have passive income. So initially your effort might be a lot. It's not proportional. You might have a lot, you might need a lot of effort, but at the end of the day, the result might be the income might be very low. But just don't focus on the income. Focus on the network, the progress, the development of the network. Okay, and slowly you will get passive income. If you earn the leadership bonus, it will become a long-term income. Even though you don't work, you have a stable network, you still have this income, which is called long-term. All right, and the good part is that if let's say you end of life, all of us will end of life, right? But at least we end of life with peace of mind. We don't need to worry for our children. Their living will be even worse than us. So we at least and the other thing actually, I feel that this perpetual income is very meaningful because you see a lot of rich businessmen, when they pass away, they will inherit. Their children will inherit a lot of their money. But if they don't manage well, they can lost this money very fast, even within years, right? But for us, okay, even this, our children, okay, some people say, like that, your children won't work hard, because they got money already. But this money is monthly. Let's say, for example, you have 10,000, okay, the son inherit 10,000. But 10,000 he used up already, he have to work hard. He don't have this 10,000 already, but he have to wait for the next month. Yeah. So this is called perpetual, this is continue. Rather than you give one shot, that is where I feel that actually this perpetual income also not bad. But of course, don't give all to one son. Give others. Okay. So these are some of the sorry, okay, help me to switch on. So this is some of the business that you can invite your friends to come and take a look in our shop business, because these create awareness, especially the retirement. Actually, it's really very fun, when I see this one. I have to spend so much, I have to earn so much, save so much in order to have a comfortable life, and comfortable till end of life. This is the thing that it really stung me. Okay, but the most important is actually doing travel business. There are a few attitudes, mindset that we need to adjust, okay, in order to have a very stable and strong network. Okay, the first one is really be willing to change. Actually, the changes, the challenge part is not external change. What is external change? Example, if you are newcomers here, all right, you might say, wow, a lot of things to learn, how many 32 pages of the slides, to learn very difficult. But the most important is, if you are willing to learn, it's only a matter of time. Sooner or later, you can actually pick up the skill. The challenge for changes is actually the internal. Internal as in what? Your belief, your faith, your habits, attitude. These are very difficult to change because it has been with us for so many years. So, just like, for example, if we are willing to change, that will be very easy. Because if we are aware of our changes, we want to change, then we will action to do, and at the end of the day, you get good results. When you get good results, you have more confidence and you do more action. So this is a positive cycle. But if you are unwilling to change, right, then the results, the actions will be hesitating. Can I do this or not? If I do this, does it work or not? I don't think it works, Then I don't do it. Right. Then after that, you will get what result? Your result will be poor. Then I was thinking, I do this, but how come my result not good? Then your confidence level will be lower. Faith in the product, maybe okay. Okay, faith in business, maybe okay. But faith in yourself, maybe people can do it, I cannot do it. This is actually what I say is myself. So that's why I want to urge people, our friends here, is that really this is called a negative cycle. So you want a positive cycle or a negative cycle? Definitely a positive one, right? So don't think too much, just do. And if you are aware of your changes, continue to change really. Because the more willing you are, the more willing you are, you want to change, the faster you get the success. Okay. The second, which I would like to share, is putting the right effort. What does it mean by this? Actually, this one depends on how you view travel business. If you view travel business as a part-time, okay, I want only part-time income, maybe $500 is enough already. Then when you do travel, you will only, when you are free, then do lah. No free, don't do. my husband's celebration, I don't do it. You know, this is an attitude. Yeah. So if you feel that this is a change of life, I really want to change my life. Okay, change my career. This is the career that now I'm slogging, you know. So I don't see my future in my current career. I want to change. Then your attitudes and your actions will be different. So you can determine how far you want to do shampoo and how fast you want to do shampoo. Really all depends on yourself. Okay. And the third one I would like to share is perseverance. Okay. That means consistent hard work. A lot of, actually I also experienced this, is that a lot of my downlines sometimes they will tell me, not those come already excited. I want to do shampoo. You know, okay, I will commit how many hours per week. Every day they come, wow, very good. Oh, you're very happy, right? Oh, I got the downline already, you know, downline so hard working. After a month, they say, sorry, my project very busy now. I think shampoo have to put aside. Got lah. Everybody is laughing. So I experience the same thing. Yeah, the most important is consistent. You do not need to say, okay, I want to work 20 hours per week. Okay, you might be saying, okay, I only have 4 hours. I work 4 hours, but be consistent. Be consistent until you achieve what you want in life. This is important. Otherwise, it's really also a discipline. Because sometimes we would like to pamper ourselves, you know. Today I'm so work hard, work so hard already. You see, boss still scold you, you know. You see, now you need to, you know, have to slow down the emotion all very bad. Still want to go and talk to people, then my face like how? Don't talk right? So this is really, so the law of success is really the law of nature, which means if you want, as like farming, you sow seeds on the land. You must sow continuously, okay? Until then in this case, you can harvest continuously. If one season say, I don't need I think I got more enough already, I don't want to sow, then at the end of the day, you don't have a harvest. So it's really a law, it's a law of nature. But if when you sow the seeds and the seed actually can sow by themselves already, then it depends on whether you want to work or not, it's up to you. So what I want to say is that we really need to work hard. Okay? Actually, when I talk to you work hard, doesn't mean you only know. I also have to work hard. Yeah, really. Because it's not, sometimes when even though now we are diamond, doesn't mean that sometimes it's not you have to do, you know. So now it's that we choose to do. Because the life is so great that we want to share with more people. People are suffering, you know. Some friends are suffering, especially health, their illnesses. So why not? I got nothing to do already, what? I only take care of my children, okay? But I can do what I want. What I want is to share with more people on shampoo business, shampoo contact. Yeah. So if you ask those people at the back, our triple diamond, our gold diamond ring, it's not they have to do shampoo. They choose to do shampoo already. So this type of thing, the freedom, the flexibility is there. So I hope that these 3 points you take note, and if you feel that this is helpful, do a reflection. If there is anything that you feel that you want to change, go ahead to change. Don't worry about the obstacle. Your uplines will be there, always there, to see your blind spot. Sometimes they talk to us, maybe it's not nice to hear, but it's really a genuine advice. So we hear it, we feel that it's true that we need to change. Alright? So with this, I would like to thank my upline, mentor upline, Triple Diamond, Sin Chitong and Lo Ching, because without them, I can't see a lot of my blind spot. I got too many already, millions. And then the other thing is that I would like to thank my KL Double Diamond, Patrick and Jenny Stan, because without them, without their wisdom, sometimes when they review our network, they are so wise to see that hey, actually you are somewhere there already. It's just that we need some push. So when they push us, we go another height. And I also want to thank my Double Diamond, Madam Liu Boeing. She's a dynamic woman. I really respect her. The book that she wrote, Corporate Life to MLM, really changed my misunderstanding about this MLM, and also actually is really a very the life that she leads is what I want. So I'm always looking. She's my model. So thank you very much for my outline. Thank you. I'm glad to end my career. Thank you.
How? Are you all convinced? But we are not convincing you to do, just that highlighting the facts. Okay, we would like to give a round of applause to